All right, so let's talk about the newest episodes of the Stakes story arc coming to an end as of tomorrow. And I gotta say, this was a pretty good two-parter. There was a lot of humor in it. Again, not a lot to talk about. And yes, I know the episodes are out online. I'm not watching them online. I don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, there is some cool stuff in here. In the first part, basically, Marceline does battle with the vampire Hydrant, who is the shapeshifter, and is a pretty powerful one, but he's so old-fashioned. In fact, they actually kind of make fun of how old-fashioned he is, with one of the classic rules of a vampire is, you can't come in somewhere unless you're invited. And Hydrant actually wants Marceline to team up with him, now that she's getting her powers back, and, he's tired of the Vampire King, because he believes he's too, the Vampire King's too nuanced, and he pretty much says, look, if you and me team up, we'll basically kill her. We can kill him, and we can rule the galaxy as master and apprentice. Okay, so I was watching Revenge of the Sith before I watched this episode. Can you blame me? Anyway. But I digress. So with this episode, I thought it was pretty cool. Not a lot to talk about here, other than it was kind of hilarious for like Jake. Also, maybe like I said, it's been a while since I've seen Adventure Time, because I kind of dropped off the series after midway through season 5, and I tried getting back in season 6, tried to catch up on a lot of the episodes, just wasn't feeling it, and yeah, I just wasn't. I don't know, but when did they start doing the whole texting thing? Because I felt like, to me, that came out of nowhere. Maybe I missed something in my absence. I mean, I did kind of figure out. I did watch the episode where, just to clarify before I watched the story arc, that Bubblegum's no longer the candy, the princess of the Candy Kingdom, and the King of Ooh is. The whole thing, like, with the texting when when Peppermint Butler is pretty much telling everyone, "Hey, sorry, I donked up. There's a vampire coming your way. My bad." I don't know. That was just kind of weird. When they start, I don't know if they started doing text or whatever, but whatevs. Anyway, so I love the scene with Jake. Actually, like, he transforms himself into a house, and he's like, "Everyone, get inside me." And I was like, "Yeah, that can't be misconstrued at all." But yeah, so long story short, it's actually Crunchy, one of the Candy Kingdom citizens, who accidentally pushes Hydrant into Jake House, and it kills him, and Marceline consumes his soul, and ta-da, here we go. Into the next part, and we follow the Moon, the vampire known as the Moon, who is the regenerator. Now, Marceline did suffer an injury from Hydrant before she consumed him by stinging him with venom, and Marceline slowly dying. So Finn and Jake head out to find and capture the Moon. The Moon, however, just can't die. She's literally indestructible. Like, I'm serious, like, I think even Alucard, if he just started, like, blasting away at her, would just be like, I also love the scene where... Oh, I forgot to talk about this in the first part with Hydrant, but I love this scene because Lumpy Space Princess shows up as well, and I love the scene where she just rolls out of a bush, is like, "Hey guys, y'all hunting wabbits?" And I was like, I got that reference. But yeah, getting back to this one is more about Finn and Jake, if anything else, and yeah, they're more or less hunting the Moon while Bubblegum watches over Marceline in the Candy Kingdom. And I love how the Candy citizens are more like, "We hate this. We hate this jerk. We want you to come back." But yeah, I also love that the Bubbling is incredibly strong with this episode. Like, Marceline keeps having visions, like one she has of Simon and Betty as a couple, and she's older. I actually kind of dug the look of, like, she's got the whole Clockwork Gentleman going on. And she's got the gray hair. She reminds me of Lestat from Interview with a Vampire. That has to be what I can't be the only one thinking that. If you've ever read Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice, I can't be the only one, like, when you saw that image of Marceline with the gray streak in her hair and the 18th century clothes, I was very much like, Did they just copy Lasat? Anyway. But then she has another dream where she's older. She's much older, because remember, she's not immortal anymore, even though she's consuming these vampires. She's now old, she's playing a song, and she's actually with Marceline, with Bubblegum, who kisses her on the forehead. And remember, Bubblegum's like 1,000 years old. She's immortal. You know, she's the immortal one. And she kisses older Marceline's head, and then she wakes up just as the moon comes in. Let me talk about the moon real quick. The vampire known as the moon. It's hilarious because I love when Finn and Jake like they try to lead her into the Candy Kingdom, and Finn is like, I don't know, something's not right here. So he makes Jake slow down as they're running from her, and he basically says, "Look, we're gonna trap you, and Marceline's gonna friggin' eat you." And then this big demonic voice comes out of this little girl's mouth, and Jake just freaks the f*** out. He just goes, "That's her voice." And then the moon's face just contorts to this huge demonic shape, and Finn and Jake are just not having any of that. Even Finn's like, me not like, and they just book it to the Candy Kingdom, where the moon is then consumed by Marceline, and she gets her powers, and now we're down to the Vampire King. All in all, really cool two-parter. Really excited to see how this is going to go down. I can't wait to see the final throwdown between Marceline and the Vampire King, and I'm curious to see what exactly he did to her, because Hydrant in the first part of this part of the story arc said, what he did to you wasn't on mistake. So I'm wondering how they're going to play that out in the two-part finale. All in all, I've been loving this. I've been loving this 8-parter. It's really cool that Rebecca Sugar knows what she's doing with this story arc, and yeah. So you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this part of the mini series? You guys like it? You guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.